And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to do something that nobody's ever done in cinema before. We've started a for-profit social enterprise. So we're saying, watch our film, be entertained. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is continue to watch our film. But we're going to take the money that you've given us and we're going to do something constructive. That's the system. So we use the system against itself. And if a small player like me can do this, dude, I'm a nobody. I put my graduate school tuition into this. And look, you're making a lot of money. Is the most constructive use of this money just to make more films? You just want to make more films and more films? Or do you actually want to do something that ensures that we survive as a species? And that's what we're trying to do with Sedition. We're trying to start a movement. We're using feature film, which has very little to do with, like, other than being shot completely in the most beautiful of nature, in the remotest regions of the Himalayan mountains. It has nothing to do with, like, reforestation. It has nothing to do with rural education. But we're taking 50% of whatever profits we make and we're using it to preserve as much forest land as possible. We're taking 20% of whatever profits we make and we're using it to build schools, to increase literacy rates, so that people in rural communities also understand the value of what it is to be a critical thinker. Because unless you educate people and make them critical thinkers, we're not going to move forward as a civilization. And so what we're doing, what I'm trying to do with cinema, is use it as a platform to talk about things that really matter. Talk about issues like climate change. Talk about issues like deforestation. Like, these are not issues that don't matter to us. These are issues that matter to millennials. Because the people in power right now, they're going to die very soon. Honestly, they're going to die. It doesn't matter to them. But it matters to us because we have to live on this planet, right? We have to live on this planet. So if you want to have children, if you want to have grandchildren, if you hope that, you know, your like humanity continues, then you should definitely give a shit about what we're doing. Like, every millennial needs to step up and start doing something in their own small way. 10, 15 years, if we keep going at this rate, the world is done. We'll be the guys that suffer. We'll be the guys that are royally fucked. And this is what they don't want to tell us. This is what the system doesn't want to tell you. And it's because, how does it matter? The people are continuing to make money. Right? The older people are continuing to make money. We're the consumers. And we're fucked. We're royally fucked. If you want to live in a capitalistic society, and we do, because we like all of this, right? We like our cars, we like the internet, we like having consumer items. But if we want to continue to have these things, then we need to start voting with our money. And by that I mean you need to be a conscious consumer. And by conscious consumer I mean support products and companies that are taking your money and doing something constructive with it. You can do that because your money is powerful. Corporations like McDonald's, just yesterday, they released a vegan burger. McDonald's is the biggest beef company in the world. Now, why have they deviated from that and brought up a vegan burger? Because people are voting with their money. People are not going to McDonald's anymore. I mean, every major multinational corporation sets up some weird CSR thing where they act like they're doing something great. And they are, but they're not fixing the issues. They're just giving us band-aid solutions and they're greenwashing and they're pretending like they're doing something amazing. Because at the end of it, like I said, this is not a question of like, oh, the animals are dying, oh, we won't have enough trees for our kids to see. All of that's gonna happen, man. The polar bears are gonna be extinct. That's okay, accept it. But what you need to care about is, if you want to have children, if you want to have grandchildren, then you should definitely take a stand at this point. It's about the survival of humanity. Like 4 out of the 9 worldwide processes that allow human life to thrive on this planet, they've exceeded the safe level. 90% of all life that has ever existed on this planet has disappeared. Humanity will also disappear if we continue down this route. And I don't mean in like 200 years, 500 years, I mean within the next 50 years, there's no point in us having kids. Like we're ruining the planet, we're ruining our own survival systems. You don't want to bring kids into this.